I'd like to welcome you to our New Year 7 Parents Information Podcast. My name is Dominic Mackenzie and I'm the head teacher of Formby High School. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to listen to this podcast. Hope you find the information really helpful. And of course, ordinarily we would invite parents into school and we'd be able to meet face to face, but circumstances have not allowed us to do that, which is a great shame. Nevertheless, we do seem to be returning to a degree of normality, and we really look forward to being able to meet you in school at some point early in the new school year. So we begin a journey, and the journey is one that we hope will last for 7 years, from the beginning of year 7 through to the end of year 13. And as we begin the journey, the first thing I should do is welcome you to Formby High School as parents, and a particular welcome to those of you who are new to the school, who don't have older sons and daughters who have already made their way through the school. I say it's a 7-year journey and it starts at the beginning of year 7. It's actually started already. It was great to be able to have the year 6 children come in for a scale back induction. It was a good opportunity to meet with them, and I hope that it provided them a little bit of a chance just to familiarise themselves with the school and to allay some of those early concerns that they may have. I thought I'd share with you the infographic you can see on the screen, which gives you an idea about what the journey through Formby High School will look like. And students are working towards taking GCSEs at the end of year 11, and then many will choose to return to our sixth form for years 12 and 13 before heading off to university to study for a higher apprenticeship or into employment. But of course, that's a little bit further down the line. What does year 7 look like then? Well, year 7 is all about settling in. It's about making friendships. It's about becoming established in school. It's about developing really good study habits, a positive mindset in terms of schoolwork, and being equipped with the skills required to work in class and independently across all subjects on the curriculum, so our young people feel really well equipped to succeed as they progress through Formby High School. The curriculum we offer is very broad, and we seek to give students the opportunity to make choices about the subjects they study from a fairly early stage. In year 9, our discovery year, students will be able to start to specialise in certain subjects and choose other subjects that they've not done before to enable them to make informed decisions when they make their GCSE choices in year 9. And around about February or March of year 9, they'll make those important decisions about what they intend to continue through to GCSE. And GCSE courses are taught across years 10 and 11. Typically, students will study 10 GCSE subjects, although some children who follow more personalised programmes will have a slightly lighter curriculum load. And 9 out of the 10 subjects, the GCSE exams are taken at the end of year 11. The one exception to this is religious studies that's learnt by all students, and they take the GCSE at the end of year 10, which gives them really important insight into what a GCSE looks and feels like. It gives them a run through with one subject, and they can take the lessons they learn from that exercise into year 11 when they sit the remainder, the bulk of their GCSEs. And of course, they receive their GCSE results in August at the end of year 11. And I promise you that will come around really quickly. And that's when they make those key decisions about sixth form courses that they're going to choose to study, or what they may choose to proceed with beyond Formby High School. So it is a journey, and what we've set out on the slide is, if you like, the academic or the curriculum driven journey. But it isn't all about following an academic curriculum. It's about making the most of all the other opportunities that the young people will have available to them. And I feel this is particularly important given everything they've missed over the last 18 months. So my mantra and the school's mantra for 2021-2022 is to never miss a beat. And what do I mean by this? Well, I mean take advantage of every opportunity that is available, whether it's a learning opportunity in class, whether it's an opportunity to complete a really good quality piece of homework, whether it's an opportunity to take advantage of some additional support that will enable gaps to be plugged from maybe year 6 or year 5, an opportunity to take part in an extracurricular activity or a visit to a museum or an art gallery or the beach to look at the sand dunes or something of that nature. And it's about making the most of every chance that school will provide over next year and in future years to enable some compensation to take place for everything that's been missed out on during the course of the pandemic. And of course, to do that, one of the fundamentals is attendance, and that students have really, really good attendance. And I know Mrs. Eady will speak about this a little bit later in the podcast, but one of the things I would really urge you, because young people have missed so much school over the course of the last 18 months, that you work your very best to support us in ensuring that your son or daughter has good attendance in year 7 and beyond at Formby High School. So you'll hear lots about never miss a beat, and the children will hear never miss a beat repeated to them many, many times. And it's about making the most of every opportunity that will come along during year 7 and through the time they spend at Formby High School. And if they do that, then we won't be able to ask any more of them. It's about trying their very best and taking those chances to succeed and making the most of the help that's on offer. And if they do that, typically they will have a huge amount of success, both as they make their way through school and in terms of the GCSE exam results they achieve at the end of year 11. And of course, to enable them to succeed and to achieve both in the classroom and beyond, our young people need to be really well supported throughout their time here. And that support will come from lots of different sources. And the level of support and pastoral care that young people receive at Formby High is something that we're really proud of. It's something that we feel we do very well. So where does the support come from? Well, you can see on the slide there's lots of different areas. There's Mrs. Eady and her team of Year 7 form tutors. We have a great wellbeing team which is headed up by Mrs. Taylor, and we have pastoral support workers assigned to each of the year groups who work alongside the Climate for Learning leaders. Teachers are a really helpful source of support, and they will want your child to succeed, will be invested in their success, and will do all they can to ensure that that success happens. The school's leadership team are very present around school. Your sons and daughters will see me and the other members of the senior leadership team on a daily basis, whether it's at morning break or at lunchtime or dropping into lessons or at the gate at the beginning and the end of the school day. And they'll be greeted with a warm welcome. And they have the opportunity, if they want to speak with us if they feel that there's something that they have concerns about. So there's plenty of different sources of support. And parents are a really important source of support. And one of the things I feel very strongly about is from the outset, we need to work in partnership positively to help all these young people as they work their way through Formby High School, and establishing that partnership and what you can expect of us and what we can expect of you right from the very beginning of this journey can only help. And I can tell you now that there will be times when it will be challenging, when your child will find it difficult. There will be bumps in the road, and what I can commit to you is that we will do our very best to provide the support that's required, but working in partnership, parents and school together, will make it so much better. And of course, the final area of support is the support that young people give one another. And all of these children, all 166 of them, will join Year 7 in September. They'll be placed in tutor groups. They'll be with people who they've not met before. Possibly they've had the opportunity to get to know them a little bit at summer school. And they will form friendships and bonds which will last for many, many years. And what's so important is that they develop a team ethos, that they look out for one another, that if they think somebody's feeling a little bit down, they ask them if they're okay, they let a member of staff know, they offer them a smile and a friendly face, and that working to support one another is a really important culture that we'll seek to establish amongst the young people right from day one. And I know that they'll really succeed in achieving this objective. So I hope that's helpful, and very much looking forward to the opportunity to meet you in the near future. And I'm now going to hand over to Mrs. Edie, who's our Climate for Learning leader for Year 7. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Edie. I'm Climate for Learning leader for Year 7, and I'm going to talk you through the next few slides. I've been delighted with the way the students have settled in. They've done really well so far. This first slide shows some of the expectations that we have for our students. Organisation is a big factor to ensuring that the day or the week runs smoothly. We encourage students to check class charts daily to ensure that homework is completed on time. They should have a copy of their timetable available at home, maybe on your fridge, so they can pack their bags with all that they need for the following day. Resilience is a life skill that we actively encourage here at Formby High. We hope that students will learn to persevere even when things are not always easy. This obviously makes their successes feel even better and they can succeed. You'll notice that they do a lot of growing up over the next few months as we move through Year 7 and they develop their independence. Part of this includes meeting lots of new people and is about learning to treat their peers with respect. We teach them that if somebody is unkind, they have two choices: tell somebody or ignore it. Our students have had a lot of challenges since March, not least of all joining us at Formby High this term. They've coped brilliantly, and I have high hopes that they will continue to embrace all the opportunities to come. Attendance is an area I'm passionate about. I pride myself that Year 7's attendance is usually somewhere up around 99%. We encourage you to ensure they attend every day unless seriously unwell. Appointments, where possible, should be kept out of school, but when this is unavoidable, we'd expect them to attend before and after the appointment. Obviously, if they're unwell during the day, we would ring you and let you know. Punctuality. Punctuality is really important as lots of key messages are shared in the tutor period. It is vital that students are present, and students must ensure that they are in their tutor rooms for an 8:55 start. To ensure this happens, they need to arrive at the gate a little bit earlier than this. Mobile phones. Mobile phones are an integral part of society, and we understand that for safety reasons, you may wish your child to carry one whilst travelling to and from school. Unfortunately, mobile phones can lead to safeguarding and well-being concerns. As a result, the use of mobile phones on school grounds is forbidden. School day. The Year 7 school day is organised as you can see on the slide. We encourage students to avoid leaving lessons to go to the bathroom, as there are ample opportunities to go outside at this time, as you can see. We ask that the students come with all the equipment shown on this slide every day. They will be expected to use it frequently in lessons. Regular checks are completed in school, and I would ask that you check this with them, perhaps over the weekend, so that any replacements necessary can be purchased and packed for the following week. Uniform. Formby High students wear their uniform with pride. Listed here are the 2 approved suppliers for your information. Rewards. Part of our reward system involves students earning merits, which lead to badges, as you can see on the slide. They are very proud to receive these badges and work hard to get as many merits as possible. The Parent Handbook, which you can find on our school website, is a really useful guide if you have any queries about our routines or how to deal with issues. Please don't hesitate to give me an email though if you're unsure. It's been nice talking to you.
Hello everybody, Mr. Cook here, and it's my job to give you a whistle-stop tour of all things to do with our timetable, our curriculum, extracurricular and other enrichment activities. So our timetable is a 2-week timetable working over 49 periods. You'll see that we predominantly have English, maths and science on our curriculum, supported with, we call them EBAC subjects of history, geography, languages and computing. We then have PE lessons 4 every 2 weeks, music, drama, art, design, technology, RAVE, which is our religious and values education curriculum, nothing to do with 1980s nightclubs, and RESPECT, which is our Formby High branded PSHE curriculum. Over the last 18 months, we've all had to get to grips with new technology, and the use of class charts has revolutionised our communication with parents and students. It's a really handy app available on smartphones and on computers and tablets. Students have access to their homework timetables with realistic due dates set by teachers. They can also upload work and receive feedback from the teachers within the app. There's also a really useful announcements and messaging section so we can communicate quickly and effectively with everyone involved. Meaningful homework is central to everything we do in school, and homework can be in many forms, from extension work or reinforcing information learnt in class. It may be learning new facts to prepare for another lesson. It may be work on special projects or independent research which takes place over a longer period of time. In practical subjects such as music, drama, dance or art, it might be individual practice work over a longer period of time, or it may well be revision for an assessment or a test. You can find a lot more information on our approach to homework in our Parents' Guide to High School Homework, which is on our website. We also have the opportunity to attend Study Plus Homework Club each night after school if you want some additional support or access to ICT equipment, and our library is also open before school, lunchtime and after school for additional support. FHS Extra is our school branded extracurricular programme, and there really is something for everyone. From performing arts to sport to technology to humanities, maths, coding, science, there really is a wealth of exciting opportunity available to students who join the school. In order to find out what's on offer, we run a Freshers' Fair on the first Monday of the new term. This year it's for Year 7 and 8 students, so they can find out all the amazing opportunities on offer and sign up and fill their diaries. For many students joining us from primary school, they'll have been involved in their school councils, and at Formby High we are no different. Our school parliament runs as a year group parliaments with 2 elected members for every tutor group. They're involved in special projects and events and meet every half term to discuss important issues and other charitable matters. Our junior leadership team is a group of students, 2 per year group, elected by the year group, who again meet termly with our senior leadership team. They do a lot of work to do with media in school. They present at major events. They operate as tour guides and help provide an important element of student voice to the running of the school.
Hello, my name is Mrs Blanchard and I'm Deputy Head Teacher with responsibility for wellbeing and safety. The safeguarding team consists of myself as the designated safeguarding lead, Mrs Eady, Miss McDougall, Mrs Harrison Forsyth and Mrs Taylor, who are all deputy designated safeguarding leads. Your sons and daughters can raise any concern they may have around their safety with us at any point. Additionally, the pastoral team are available as a non-teaching staff who are there to deal with any day-to-day queries that you may have. It's really important that your son and daughter makes the right choices from day one. We want our students to take responsibility and set themselves the highest expectations. And this is not only in lessons, but also outside lessons in the local community, where we really do want them to act as ambassadors for our school. We ask that they work hard, that they respect themselves, and that they respect others. Respect is a theme that runs through all of our pastoral support. One area I'd just like to mention before they start in September is getting to and from school. A big thing, because they'll probably be doing this on their own. So where possible, if you could encourage them to walk to school, as this is great exercise and encourages their brains to get nice and active on the way in the morning. If you are going to cycle to school, if you could ask your son and daughter to make sure that they follow all legal requirements. And where possible, although it's not a rule, we do ask that they wear helmets. Students should always secure their bikes with a suitable lock in the bike shed.
Hello, Mr. Cook again. Our final section of the podcast is about keeping in touch. You'll already be aware that our website, www.Formby High School, is our hub of all information giving. Hopefully you've all signed up to our Twitter feed at Formby High to follow us for regular updates, and you've maybe also found our YouTube channel where we upload lots of event information, projects and film footage. You'll also be able to sign up for Parent Pay and Parent Mail over the summer holidays to ensure you have access to all our internal systems. And Class Charts is our system for homework and other communication that I mentioned earlier on in the presentation. Many of you will be joining us for our transition summer school from the 23rd of August. We've got a packed week of activities for the students joining us that week, and you should already have received an email with lots of information about that week to your email address registered with the school. Now, we're really grateful that you've already provided a wealth of information as part of our transition programme, from our admissions form to catering information, school meals information, medical, uniform, PE kit and media consent forms. You've also been provided more recently with a link to MS forms for our homeschool agreement and our allergy form. If you get those complete as soon as possible and the information back to us, we will be really grateful. You'll also get a letter about registering for Parent Pay and Parent Mail over the summer holidays. Finally, it's really important that we keep in touch over the summer holidays. If you could please check your emails regularly, and that's the email address you use to submit your preference to Sefton. That's the email we have on file. Please reply promptly if we ask you for any further information. Follow our Twitter feed for regular updates. And for urgent issues, please email us at transition@formbyhighschool.com and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. In true media tradition, we have an and finally to our podcast, and it's all about arrangements for September. We start school on Thursday the 2nd of September, and Year 7 will essentially have the school to themselves in the morning. We'll start with an assembly at 10 o'clock. We'll have an hour and a half with our form tutors so we can do biometrics, check in, have a tour of the school and generally kind of do some ice-breaking activities. We'll have lunch in the canteen at 12 and then registration and dismissal at 12:35. On Friday the 3rd, everyone is in school as normal. We'll have an extended tutor period and normal timetable from 10:15. That's period 2. We hope you have a lovely summer and we'll see you all in September.